Captain Kildare, Mariposa PD. Say hello and everybody know what's going on with the dating app. Back on the dating app, don't really say anything about the people on the dating app because it's just a reflection of the people in your life, basically. You can't say that everybody's this or everybody's that. You can't judge a group, stereotype. You just don't do it. A lot of good people on the dating app. I'm also meeting a lot of very angry people. I mean, these folks would probably be on these dating sites 10 years from now. I don't intend to be. If I am, then I'm probably one of them too, I guess. It seems to me if you just be yourself and be optimistic about things and meet people that you think might have some kind of a connection with, it might work out for you. It's certain. Nothing's ever certain. Here I am at my last chapter, and I'm still looking. And I don't think I'm all that picky. I think it's just a matter of being the right person. Not easy to do. They're out there, and you gotta put yourself out there, or you're never gonna know. I've met some nice people. I don't think I've met any people that weren't nice. Do a few that weren't nice. With one gal, we seemed to hit it off on the text. We spoke on the phone, we exchanged numbers. She texted me afterwards, and she said, very nice talking with you, but I didn't feel a connection. Well, I was shut down right there. As far as she knew, she had chemistry for me. I don't believe I've ever been shut down in the phone call phase. I might have. Back, I don't think I ever was down at that point. I mean, I just talk normally to people, and the type of person most people would be comfortable talking with. I'm not a nervous talker. I don't leave blank dead air in the conversation, and I don't try to force anything. It's not gonna happen naturally. I think that's right either. This gal here shut me down right there at the phone call, and that was a little bit sad for me because I thought a little bit of a connection with her. You only know by when you see them. You only know if you're gonna have any chemistry for somebody when you meet them in person. You can't. Yes, you can tell on the phone. I should say that I have some on the phone that I realized it wasn't a proper thing to meet them. You know, meeting somebody, that takes time too. A lot of time up. It's money. And I'm the guy, so meet somebody, I always pay for the drink or the dinner or whatever. I went to one place, man, expensive, and all I got was a hamburger. I got some kind of fish, trout or something like that, and I had a beer and she had a glass of wine. The tab came on just under $100. To me, that's a lot of money for a hamburger. Well, I mean, I could have gone to In-N-Out Burger and I could have gotten a bottle of beer at any liquor store. If I had a girl with me, I could have bought her a bottle of wine, probably. A bottle, whatever she wanted to eat, could have saved over probably $80. Seemed like what the restaurant was called Caprice, Redlands. It was a nice restaurant and nice enough. I did a review on it, and everything in the review is what I'm saying here. The people were nice. The restaurant seemed a little bit hoity-toity. I believe it's a place to go for people who want to be pampered and maybe feel a little bit important and feel like their hard work is paid off, and that's all right. They want to spend $100 for a hamburger, let them go ahead and do it. I wouldn't do it again. If I had a lot of money, why would I do that? I'm just as happy with In-N-Out Burger. In fact, the In-N-Out Burger, I think, tastes just as good, if not better, than the one I had there. The thing that bothered me just a little, besides the was that I had these French fries, and I asked the waitress, I said, could I have some blue cheese for my fries? And she looked at me, she said, okay, I'll be right back. So she came back and brought me a little container with blue cheese chunks in it. Kind of blue cheese chunks they put on Cobb salads. I looked at it and I tried to dip my fry, and there's nothing to dip. Chunks, not a dip. My thinking is she misunderstood me, the waitress. So he took off. She just dropped a thing on the table, and so I didn't have a chance to ask her, but I stopped a passing busboy. I said, hey, could I get some blue cheese dressing for my fries? The kid looked at me and he laughed. He chuckled. And he kept going. And so I had to kind of grab him and say, hey, I'm not kidding. I want some blue cheese dressing so I can dip my fries in it. I love blue cheese dressing or ranch or whatever it is. I don't care. Some kind of dressing. I'm not big on a ketchup. So I said, hey, I'm not kidding. I said, I had a blue cheese for my fries. And he looked at me and he said, oh, I don't think we have that here. I thought to myself, well, why not? Ranch dressing. What if I wanted it on my salad? You don't have it? You only have salads that are all Italian dressing on, drains. So just went ahead and dipped it in sauce that they gave me for my hamburger. Either way, it come at a very high cost. Bob's Big Boy was better than that. I could have gone there and had, a hamburger and fries and a shake, $6. Out with, $83 of my 100. That was a date, and the date was all right, but there was no big sparks or anything. So I went home, and what I'm finding on these dating apps is that really you got to be persistent. You got to keep going and meeting people. You can't just decide that you don't have any chemistry by text. That's for certain. But I'm still saying that unless you meet somebody in person, it's a whole new experience. So you gotta spend a little time, invest a little time in meeting people. No, you're never gonna know. I believe that's wrong. No, just by texting or talking on the phone. Who knows?
20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 11.
Roger, we got a roll from
Tower clear.
Roger, roll. 11 Houston, you're good at 1 minute.